So, buddy, and Ethan Grigolt's coming under.
Give credit where credit's due.
Oh, this is tight here.
Look at tight this is.
Corey lost traction there, and Andy's.
It just brings this real close action-packed racing. Just the passing. He was running a different livery for the last few weeks, so not sure if he's back in or never left, or I've got no idea, or whether he just went to help the other team. But it's good to see Matty from Paul Garrell. And again, if you were spotting for Paul Garrell, you'd be saying, unless you can get the move done this lap, maybe next lap, it's time to think about pitting. And it's the same with the cars behind. Matty Stratford's probably in a great position to come in early with Mitch McLeod's obviously dropped out, it would appear, from damage from a few laps ago. So it's a shame to, like I said, Mitch was doing a good job tonight. And that's the danger, that is the danger of this track. I honestly think that, I think the onus is on the driver who is pitting there to call that they're pitting, because the guy behind will have no idea, and all of a sudden they suddenly back out of it and they suddenly have to turn, and Paul Garrell's tapped the back of Hobson there, and that's actually cost Garrell a position as well. Matty Jones has made the profit from that, and I've got a gut feeling that maybe that's what happened with McLeod and Ford. I didn't see it, I'm only making an assumption, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. So yeah, I do think the onus is on the driver who's coming to pits to somehow relay it that, I'm coming in, just to give that driver behind the heads up.
Yeah, well, that's right. In real life, you can stick your finger out the catch net, or give him a little wave, let him know you're coming in. And we actually did hear him come on the radio say that he tried to let him know, but he pressed the wrong button. So #fail.
Oh, # tried his best, but I'm not sure how much damage he's got. But Paul Garrell is, Sahani really wide there on the grass.
Yeah, Matty Stratford's going to get through.
Yeah, and Jones pitting and Sahani pitting. So surprised that Matty Jones pitted there, because he finally had himself some clear air. Would have been interesting to see what kind of lap times he could produce. I'm just also keeping half an eye out for the gap from the leaders to Ian Ford. It's 44 seconds, so I don't think that that's going to work already. The STC stranglehold certainly continuing here. There's Mick Cracknell. I'm not sure if he'll be pitting soon. I reckon it's getting a bit itchy for Ethan Grigol. He's now right behind Crackers again, as he has been all race. Jason Dixon just tailing off that little bit. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of these guys pit now. No, they don't, so they continue on to finish lap 19 into the start of lap 20.
Yeah, but I think we should keep an eye on this battle up the front here for the next couple of laps. Ethan's definitely got a bit of pace on Crackers right now.
Cool. But that really lights up the race, because I would have thought Ethan would have come out in front of him there, but certainly hasn't. Unless, I wouldn't think Ethan would have got any penalty there, because it would have been too short.
No, it would have been longer.
Yeah, definitely would have been longer. So it all holds station there in the meantime. First through to fourth. Ian Ford has certainly, unless he made any ground there, I'm not thinking so. Jason Dixon probably did make ground on Ethan Grigol, so I'm actually surprised that Ethan did that, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if maybe Crackers is, they might have both short field, but Crackers might have taken a bit more out. Who knows? At the end they might be just running on the smell of an oily rag, but great to see Crackers stretching his legs. He had some lap traffic coming up with Baxter and Stratford. Actually, they're not lapped, they haven't pitted yet, so there's not going to be any flags waving around. So these guys don't need to give way. They were 6th and 7th. That will obviously change, and they go around on another lap. These guys will be just a little bit off the pace, but like I said, the advantage that Crackers has got in front of him, that's going to disappear real quick if these guys don't let him through, and they don't have to let him through.
No, not at all. Baxter's racing for position right now, so why give up the spot?
And that leaves Jeremiah Morton out in the front in the Simulate IT car. And he generally hangs on as long as he can, Jeremiah, so don't be surprised to see him out there for a lot more laps.
Yeah, and just going back in the field, there's a battle with Hammond, Jones, Mario, and who is it, Andy Carey on the back of that? Four-way battle here coming up through the S's.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think whether these guys are pitted, thinking that they probably have. Yeah, Hammond pitting lap 21, Jonesy is an outstanding effort, a really, really outstanding effort. The two tracks go Monza and Spa. So we're going to go for a lap on board shortly. Actually, we'll probably ride with Andy Carey, I reckon. We've got the HTR car of Matt Jones in front. And so these guys here are finishing up as they come around turn 6 here. We'll jump on board with Andy Carey for what is a pretty quick lap around the shortest track of the season here at Watkins Glen. No, no, no. Well, we saw that. I'll tell you what, I reckon Carey had the job done there and Jones has just stuck his nose in. That's a pretty good save by the Maverick Welding car there. He's obviously dropped those two positions, but yeah, sorry to interrupt there, but that had to be spoken about. So yeah, just that little incident there between Jones and Carey. If I looked at that again, I would think that Carey had the high ground there, but I also believe it is just a racing incident and the guys are getting on with it. I'm not sure there's too much damage there with the car 10. I reckon probably just a bit of smoke between the ears, and they'll be getting back on with it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And Ethan's closing the gap a little bit to Mick Cracknell again. It's down to 1.4 seconds. Who's that coming out of the pits?
Gurrell?
Gurrell, yeah, he's going to join in the battle.
Oh, tell you what, he's got unlucky there. All he needed to be was... And he's got Salhani all behind him here. And I reckon Salhani will make the move. Yes, he does. So Gurrell on cold tyres, that's a strategy error right there by staying out that long whilst everybody else is pitted. And he's dropped down pretty badly there. Certainly that pack of 4 has now got through for Paul Gurrell, which is a shame because he's been driving an outstanding race. But yeah, that's more of a strategy error there. And Carey through Jones. I wonder, actually, if to have a look at that, whether Jones is just redressed or readdressed, however you want to look at it. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Jones has done the sporting thing there. And if he has, congratulations to him and well done to him. Not sure if we see it that way, but I'll tell you what, Andy Carey on this new rubber is looking extremely racing. If he gets away from Hobson here, if he can get through Hobson, I'm backing him to make this move here. He certainly looks faster at the moment.
It's definitely,
and he will into turn 1. Yeah, so he's certainly got that Maverick Welding Commodore wound up at the moment. Hobson's tapped him as well.
Hobson's lost rear grip.
It's just driven into the side of Carey.
Did it actually make contact, or did he overcorrect out of it?
No. That car 10 of Andy Carey's is getting thinner and thinner by the lap and shorter. And I'll tell you what, it's going to eventually have to hurt a little bit in his straight line speed, and I think he's suffering now. But yeah, Hobson's got himself back into it. But that car number 10 ERA car has been bashed and bruised tonight. And this is a guy who started in 15th place up into 11th now. Probably that'll be 10th now, sorry. But let's just see if he can make any ground now that he's got some clean air for the first time in a long time on the car 13, Mick Hammond in the JFF racing in front of him. Tell you what, this is another guy who has done an outstanding job from 18th position on the grid up into 9th. So he's let that one slip through the net. So he's looking extremely fast as well, and that car's pretty clean. I think he got involved in a early incident with Jeremiah Morton, but doesn't look like he's carrying any damage as a result.
No, not while you're looking at that. I'm just keeping an eye on the lap times up front, and Ethan is about 2/10 a lap quicker than Mick Cracknell at the moment, so he's closing that gap.
Yeah, catching's one thing's passing's another. We've heard that many times from the great Murray Walker, but Ethan spent the first 20 odd laps behind Crackers, and apart from a little look into turn 1 on about lap 18, hasn't really had any significant looks yet. And it'd be great for Crackers after the shocking season he had last season, to get the strong result and take out a win here.
Yeah, that's right. Once again, Ethan's nearly 3/10 a lot quicker than.
And Salhani is also coming under attack. Oh, there's
Bo in the background.
Bo in the background. I was looking at. Yeah, I don't think Bo's here to race fast. I think he's just here to get rid of whatever's rubbish left on the bottom. But now that Garrell's got his tyres up to speed, he's got the newest tyres of these guys.
Yeah,
he's going to make a clean past you. Yeah, this is a lock here. This is a lock in. He'll make the move here on Salhani. Salhani's done a really good job here. So kept it clean and
Good pass.
The car right. Yeah, I haven't seen Jonathan for a while racing, so it's great to see him back in the series and doing a good job tonight. Down into 13th at the moment, but I reckon he'll be pretty happy with that, and that car looks as clean as. Let's just see how quick Garrell can catch up to the Jones and Carey battle up front, because these guys are both making gains on Mick Hammond in front.
Yeah, and speaking of making gains, Ethan Griggold has caught right up to the back of Mick Cracknell already here on lap 30, so still got plenty of time to get a move done. Yeah,
well, let's just see if Crackers has put enough fuel in. Actually, I know you with your STC tyres, you might actually want to duck off there, Sammy, and get some inside info, because, like I said, generally Ethan short fuels. I'm not sure he didn't short fuel that time either, because his pit stop was still fairly quick. It's just that Crackers was probably a good 1.5 seconds faster. I haven't got those times available to me right now, but yeah, he's already there with him. I wouldn't be surprised if Crackers is into fuel saving mode. He's going to have to start doing it shortly. Ethan's last lap of 1:09.
I'm not going to go over and bother him, because I don't want to be that guy. But
what do you mean? Like you already are that guy.
It seems like, Mick's run wide.
See, these run wide. The door's open, but look at the drive out. They will go 2x2 here. That job is going to hold on here. You'd back Crackers here. You'd back Crackers every day of the week.
Great stuff.
There was no way Mick Cracknell was going to ever lift there. Ever. But he's under attack here.
He's got to defend.
It's not hard to defend here if you can hold that inside line. And he's done that pretty easy. Now settle the car down.
Beautiful. And we got word it's a Corona.
It is a Corona.
Lock it in.
Well done to Marlon.
Call him Corona Crackers. Corona Cracknell.
It's good to see the spirit certainly on the continued rise in the V8 community, and if Marlon wants to put a beer on the table, I don't think Crackers will say no to that.
Yeah, and I think people are saying they prefer the sound of my pen than the sound of your mouse, which actually I haven't heard today, Brendan, so hats off for that, mate.
No, I bought myself a cat, mate, and actually no I didn't, my missus got the cat, and hang on, we can't let that go astray, hang on 2 seconds, there you go, you can hear that.
It is. Look at this, Ethan's right on it, he's gonna lose the front end here if he gets too close to Cracknell. Yeah,
just loses all that downforce, and look at that. Yeah, look at that, and there's no way he's going to be in a position to attack at the bus stop now, and that's the problem. It's, it's easy to defend there if you don't make a mistake, and Crackers doesn't look like he's keen to make a mistake, and he certainly doesn't look like he's going to let Ethan through on any red carpet tonight.
He better not. I'll tell you what, I'll be pretty mad if he does.
Yeah, well, you got to be fair. It was a few weeks ago. He certainly did. He laid the carpet out and he let Ethan through. But earlier on in the championship, I think, to be fair, Ian Ford's had some absolute Barry Crocker weeks over the last few weeks, which has certainly been able to loosen up Ethan a little bit. And at the moment, even if Ethan came second, it's certainly not the worst result in the world, is it? Neither Ford or Griggold raced in the Americas race on
Ethan's gonna
Saturday.
have a big look.
Here we go.
No, he's not.
He's just under brakes. Well, we've lost Jonathan Salhani as well in the crash. Just stay with this little battle here for the lead for now. The two STC guys are putting on a bit of a show here. And yeah, we've lost Salhani, unfortunately, so drama's there for the car number 8. He got himself up into 14th position there, so obviously he'll drop through the order now. You probably think best he'll come is 17th.
Yeah, he had a big loss up through the S's and put it in the wall up on 2 wheels, and ended his day.
Well, looking at the lap times of Crackers and Ethan here, 10.9s last time. Jason Dixon 10.6, probably hasn't cashed in as much as I thought he would here with that 10.6, but Ethan is all over the back of Crackers here, and I reckon if, I'm pretty convinced that if Ethan does get by, I reckon he'll drive off in the distance, but right for now, Crackers is doing an awesome job hanging on to this.
Yeah, and Cracker's car's looking the most stable where it has to be. Like, he had a great drive out of that final corner. Ethan was a little bit sideways and just not getting the runs where you need to get the runs. Like, the best passing opportunity, turn 1 right there. That's where you got to get it done, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best opportunity for sure, and really to set that up, it starts all the way back at the carousel, really, to make sure you can get that move at turn 1. You just got to be able to stick so close to them. They've actually got some lap traffic up in front. I think it's our little Japanese friend, Soto Muto, in the car 15 in 18th place. Well, I've never met. I actually lived in Japan for 2.5 years before I was in Australia, and before I was in Queensland. I pretty much towered over all of them. Anyway, so tell you what, he's done the right thing there, but Crackers is trying to get a draft out of a car that's probably doing about 140, and that almost went to a disaster.
Fantastic racing up front.
He's certainly spending a bit of time looking at that rear vision mirror. Quickly though, Marty, your race didn't get the start that you certainly wanted, and there was all sorts of dramas there. Tell us a bit about it.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Josh Rogers got a good start behind me and James Ignite there, and just sort of James was a bit slow getting over to defend the position there, and just got hooked, and unfortunately, hooked my teammate into myself, and unfortunately, then the guy hit Bo Cattell, and it was just a bit of a cluster.
Yep,
from there,
so you can tell me.
No, but other than that, traditionally we've been pretty strong around here, and definitely Crackers has been putting in a lot of hard work, and finally upgraded to triple screens, and it's definitely showing the results. So.
Go Crackers.
Okay, so I have noticed that Crackers is going well this week, and I was actually thinking it was because of the track, and obviously the STC boys have got the car wound up with a really good, strong setup this week. But 3 screens is, like I said, that's on my Santa's wish list. I'm not sure I've been a good enough boy to deserve it this year. Well, we'll find out in a few weeks. But I just want to have a go at it. Obviously, Crackers has pulled the pin and done that, and it's making an immediate difference. And Garrell, right now on the main straights, making a decent move on Mick Hammond. With the new rubber, I reckon this will be fairly comfortable into turn 1.
Yeah, well, while you're watching that, I've just got my eye on the battle for the lead.
Ooh,
So
no, it's not comfortable. Hammond's actually from their teammate Jason Dixon, but this is going to go all the way to the end, no doubt at all. And the more you see Ethan sitting behind Crackers, the looser that car's looking. And Marty, you can tell us, being the expert here, how much should his tyres be hurting right now?
Oh, a lot. When you are tucked up behind someone quite a bit, you do get that little bit of aero push through the carousel and up through the S's, so it does hurt the front end quite a bit. So as you can see, he's coming through the carousel now, a little bit of understeer for Ethan. So you might have noticed he's been dropping back a little bit, cooling those front tyres off, and then having another attack. So you'd just be trying to size him up here, and traditionally the Glen is, it's quite a hard track to pass on. A bit like Phillip Island, you've got to really work on setting someone up and force a mistake with the pressure. Force them a little bit deep into one. And
we got some lap traffic here as well. Crackers went to get a slipstream again from Mansarella, and Mansarella checked up in front of him. There's no team orders here, is there, Marty?
Oh, they're going flat out. There's no team
orders.
orders.
Team orders that would have happened by now.
Yeah. No, Crackers, he got his first pole on the Monday Night Broadcast, so congratulations to him, and he's definitely held the bit between his teeth to get the win.
I've heard Crackers has had a few poles in his life.
Easy.
Only it's
well, we continue here through the bus stop on lap 40, so time is running out here for Ethan Grigor, and if anything, as Marty Carroll just told us, that his tyres are just screaming. And I tell you what, if Crackers can put his head down for the next lap and a half, this game is all over, because I couldn't see Ethan Grigor making this move. He hasn't been able to set it up this lap so far. If anything, has probably just dropped back a bit. Maybe using this extra lap just to save those tyres. I wouldn't think so. I think right now it's just time to get it on, and I don't think that Ethan's got the car under him at the moment, or certainly doesn't have the rubber under him at the moment. And Mick Cracknell, looking supreme out in front, has led pretty much from start to finish, take away early pit stops from pole position, and Ethan's not going to go anywhere. But tell you what, hard to walk past Mick Cracknell and say, "No, you're not going to win this." I reckon I'm calling it. He's going to get this job done.
I'm calling
Don't
it
want to
too.
put the curse on
Michael
him.
Corona Cracknell.
But top effort from Ethan, considering the guy's been at Phillip Island all weekend, and he's only
Horrible.
just walked in the door an hour before the race and hadn't turned a lap all week.
No,
Still
take
a
it
top
away
effort
from
for
Mick,
him.
why don't you?
Gee whiz, yes. Come and spoil the party.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
So
that was
you're
Marty
okay,
Carroll.
Mick,
See you
but
later.
You're okay.
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah, we know who the teacher's pet is in STC.
Yeah, get a room. So Marlon's
I'll
going
let
to
you,
buy
I'll let you finish off the show, boys.
Marlon's going to
Alright,
buy
good on
everyone
you,
at
Marty.
STC a beer apparently. So
Marty
if Mick
Carroll,
wins-
we're trying to get some more pension discount for STC. Thanks to him for being in our broadcast there. It's always good to have Marty come in, and he knows a hell of a lot about setups, Marty. He does a great job week in, week out for these STC cars. Not just in the V8s, I think he does a bit of dabbling in the GT3s as well. But last lap here for Mick Cracknell. Hard to see anything happening bad to him. Hope it doesn't. And nothing against Ethan. We're sick of seeing you in, Ethan. We want to see Crackers win here, no doubt at all.
all he needs is one mistake-free lap. So if he can get it up through the STC cleanly, he'll be just fine.
So exiting the S's for the last time, no mistakes there. So looking really strong. We'll stay on board this all the
over, head on in.